You're not falling behind. Okay, wait. Lately, I've noticed that at this point in my life, or at this part of my life, it's hard to see how so many people are doing, so well in life, and and it's hard to go on social media, specifically social media, and seeing not just like friends, but like acquaintances, just people like, well, living their life. It's hard to see people living their lives when you're just stuck at home and you're not sure what to do. And I think that comparing yourself to others ultimately is like, well, obviously bad for you. Stop comparing yourself to others. The thing is, like, comparing yourself to others, it's really just because it stems from you feeling insecure about yourself and who you are. I know not to be that girl that be like trauma dumping. Well, I'm not trauma dumping, but I felt a little insecure these past couple months. To let y'all like know my life or whatever, I graduated in May. It's been June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Shit! It's been 8 months, almost 9. Yeah, but in these past 9 months, I felt like pretty insecure with who I am, or like, well, not necessarily who I am, if not the things that I've been doing, or to put it well, the things that I haven't been doing. And the other day I had a conversation with a friend, and I was talking about, these feelings that I was having, and she was like, she told me something along the lines of, you need to stop comparing yourself to other people. And that was literally what I needed to hear. That was literally what I needed to hear. And that's why I'm on here, talking about this with you guys. I'm gonna circle back to the whole social media thing. Seeing people on social media live the life that you want to have, or live a life similar to what you want to have, and not being able to make that happen yourself because of circumstances, or in my case, lack of motivation on some days. It makes it hard. It makes it hard for you to be happy with where you are in life, Well, I'm still struggling with this right now, okay? So I'm not gonna give y'all this whole pep talk story saying, oh my god, I stopped comparing myself to others and I'm great. Or I'm happy now and you could be too. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, because honestly, as much as comparing yourself to others could be a bad thing, I think it's the point too where you compare yourself to others, It's the perspective you have on that comparison. Because I could compare myself to somebody and be like, oh my god, like I need to be like them, And in turn it motivates you. But when you're like comparing yourself to somebody, knowing like you can't be there right now, like when you start to see it from a negative perspective, instead of feeling inspired, you're like I don't know the opposite. I don't know what the opposite word of inspired is, but instead of inspiring, it's like it like beats you down, you know. And so I feel like it's good for you at a certain point, but beyond a certain point, that comparison can really start to get to you. Sorry, that car is leaving. Woohoo! Chat! We're cooked. Where are they going? I'm scared. Sorry. I feel like recently, the thing that I've been comparing myself to, it's not necessarily I feel like in most cases this comparison that happens in my head, you know, it like leads me to think about how sometimes, you know, you can feel like you're falling behind in life. That stems from the comparisons you're making to people. Sometimes you get put in a specific place in your life for a reason, and it's like, as much as you may hate where you're at, or you just may just like not like it, you need to realize that you're taking these things at your own pace, you know. Like, take for example, like I wanted to go to a 4-year college, you know, straight out of high school. Because I was like, I want to get my education done in 4 years. Like, I didn't want to take no more than 4 years, because I barely even made it through high school. But anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, so that was my plan for whenever I graduated high school. And safe to say, chat, I'm not going to a 4-year college right now. I'm actually at a community college. Yup. And that's definitely not where I expected to be at, if I'm gonna be completely honest. And so, not to say that community college students are like behind. This is just me personally. I feel like right now, it feels like everybody's life is taking off, and I'm like, you know, I'm still here. It's not even like necessarily school, you know. Like, they know what they're doing, and I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, not everybody knows what they're doing. Okay, I get that. But they at least look like they know what they're doing, and I can't even look like I know. I can't even look like I know what I'm doing. I feel like I keep on looking around. Chat, no, please. It feels like I'm falling behind. And so, as much as you, the person who's watching this, like, you obviously clicked on it because of the title or because something about it caught your attention. I think what we need to realize, not just me, you know, everybody, is that, you know, each of us has our own life path. Each of us has our own path. I think we need to realize that everybody has a different journey, and that each of us are moving at our own pace, and we're doing the best we can with what we can. It gets hard when you get so caught up in what everybody else is doing and what you're not doing and what you should be doing. But honestly, we should just, you know, focus on our day-to-day instead of focusing on who we are going to be a year from now and where we're going to be a year from now. Because honestly, even if you planned everything out, even if everything, you know, like, you know what you're doing, you know when you're doing it, you know everything, you know every single step you're taking, at the end of the day, you don't know 100% that what you planned out is gonna happen in the way that you planned out. Like, at the end of the day, life can come bite you in the butt and, you know, be like, haha, I got your ass. I got you. I'm just here to say, you're not falling behind. And you don't have to compare yourself to other people to feel good or bad about yourself. Because I know some people compare themselves to other people just to feel good about themselves. They're like, oh my god, look at where they are. I'm so glad I'm not there. And that's honestly fucked up, because although I feel like sometimes I do that too, you know, not necessarily to a specific person, but generalizing it, like, oh, you know, like, at least I you know, have a home. I don't know, like, at least I sleep in a bed, you know. And I feel like I just hate comparison in, like, general, especially when it's like bad comparisons. Like, why are you comparing yourself like with a negative perspective to it? Because you can compare yourself to somebody and be like, oh my god, like, I love the way she's so outgoing, and then you're like, okay, I want to be outgoing, you know, like, and then, like, that has more of a positive comparison outlook, a more positive outlook, than compared to comparing yourself to somebody and being like, oh yeah, like, they're below me, or even looking at someone who's above you and being like, oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to be there, and I'm never gonna be able to do the things that they do, and I'm never gonna be able to make that amount of money, and I'm never gonna be able to own that house or move to that place or go to that school. And I think that a lot of the times we as people, you know, like, we get into our own head too much. Like chat, come on. Obviously, you're not gonna get into that school. Obviously, you're not gonna get that house. Obviously, you're not gonna get that money. Obviously, you're not gonna get, I don't know, that dream car of yours, if you're gonna be talking to yourself. Obviously, you're not gonna get that stuff if you're gonna be talking to yourself like that. And I think that a lot of the times, to get in a better mental health space, you need to change your perspective, and you need to put yourself around people that are going to be bringing you up and obviously not down. Let me change the stupid thing. It's getting dark outside. Obviously, you need to put yourself next to people that are, you know, making you want to be good. And chat, there's 2 dogs. Oh, they're so cute. Obviously, you need to put yourself around people that are gonna make you good, that are gonna make you want to do better, that are gonna make you want to be better, do better, be better, see better. And when you're surrounded by people who are, like, just all around negative, and you already have that negative mind space, like, that's not what you need right now. So if you're around people who are making you see negative like that, what are you doing? Like, get out of there now, girl, now. To do better in life, I think, like, you have to change your perspective. And a lot of the times, changing your perspective is what's gonna get you there. And that's something I need to hear too, because sometimes, well, lately, it's more like lately, not sometimes. Lately, these past, like, I don't know, 2-3 months, chat, I've been so, like, #negative. And I used to hate people who were like that. I used to hate people that were so negative all the time. Just know that the place that you're at right now is where you're supposed to be. Obviously, it doesn't feel nice where you are if you're watching, maybe. or obviously you might not be 100% happy with where you are, and I doubt that anybody will ever be 100% happy with where they are. Well, some people might be. Even though you might not be happy with where you are there for a reason. And I think ultimately the things that you're going through now is gonna help you on your journey. I think this whole comparison thing needs to stop. Chat, no more social media, please. Please! Or if you're on social media, don't be on it too long. That it's okay that you are where you are right now, and that it's okay that, you know, maybe you don't have a job right now, or it's okay that you're staying at home with your parents right now. People are gonna get to the finish line first, and ta-da, hooray. And some people are gonna get to the finish line last. And I think and it's not about seeing that as like, oh my god, I got there last. You need to see that you got to the finish line. Not, oh my god, I was the last one to the finish line. No, you got to the finish line, and that in itself is something that you should be proud of. Just because you're a couple years behind somebody, or like, I don't know, you're just like not where you are, or not where you want to be in your career, doesn't mean that you're not it doesn't mean that you're a failure. You're not a failure if you're not where you are. If you're not a failure if you're not where you want to be right now. And I think that we need to keep that in mind. You need to wake up in the mornings and be like, I'm glad I'm running to that finish line. I'm glad I'm making my way towards that finish line. And if you're not making your way towards that finish line, look inwards and ask yourself, why am I not making my way towards the finish line? How can I change my life to make my way towards my finish line? And we also, I think we also need to keep in mind that each of us have different finish lines. I might have a finish line that's at like, I want a house, you know? And some people have a finish line that's like, I want to own 20 houses. I want to make this amount of revenue. I want to rent my houses. I think we all need to understand that we're all different, that we all have, obviously we're not all going to be the same. Obviously we're not all going to be in the same place in life. Obviously we're not all going to have the same amount of things. Obviously we're not going to all experience the same thing at the same time. Like some people get a job when they're 16, some people get a job when they're 20, I don't know. And I think we need to realize that these differences are okay, and it doesn't mean that you're falling behind, and it doesn't mean that you're any less worthy of love or money or anything. You are worthy of it. You're worthy of everything you want, of anything and everything you want. And I think we need to tell ourselves that more. So this is the end of the video because it's getting dark outside and it's scary because I'm in a parking lot by myself after I just finished eating Jagged Express. So chat, we're turning this car on. Oh, okay. We got that lighting back. Let me turn the air on. Hopefully y'all can hear me over the engine running. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope y'all liked hearing me yap about this. I hope y'all I hope I helped somebody out by talking so much. By yapping. Because some of the things that I was saying, you know, in the video, hold on, let me put this up. Some of the things that I was saying in the video are like honestly things that I need to hear myself right now. So I hope that, you know, if you're watching, whoever is watching, that y'all feel a little better, you know, just knowing that everybody has their own path and that you're not behind, and that we need to stop this whole comparing yourself to other people, because obviously you're never going to be able to be exactly like them. We're all different, and we all get to play, we all get to the finish line at different times, and that's okay. We need to realize that it's okay to finish. We need to realize that it's okay to get to the finish line late, or to the finish line first, or to the finish line in the middle. We need to start thinking how we're at least making our way towards that finish line, and how we are going to make it to that finish line at some point. Okay, chat, so this is the end. I hope y'all liked it. Give me a like or a subscription. Give me a like, subscribe, I guess. I forgot to say that in my last video. Y'all are meant to be where you are. You are where you are for a reason. And you're loved. And you're cared for. Even if you might not think it. A lot of the time you have somebody who cares for you and is there for you for whenever you want to talk. So just don't forget that. Love y'all. Bye bye. I talked for a little while. I talked for a little too long, chat. Bye.